Hi guys, I'm Chef Shreya. I'm from Sushi and More, Mumbai, India. My forte is Japanese food and today we're going to learn how to make tempura. Tempura is a batter fried fritter of seafood or vegetables served with a dipping sauce. I'm sure a lot of you must have had it across the world, but today you'll learn how to make it. So in order to know more, keep watching. In order to make tempura, I would be requiring the following ingredients. Firstly, I'm using prawns. They have been deshelled, deveined, and it has been straightened. I shall show you how to straighten them. The next thing, I'm going to use asparagus. Asparagus has been peeled and has been left raw. The third thing here is red bell peppers cut into equal sized batons. I'm using red pumpkin. You can use any other vegetable like sweet potatoes, zucchini, broccoli, etc. This is tempura flour. Tempura flour is easily available in the market, both veg and non-veg varieties. If you don't get it, then you can use a mixture of refined flour, corn flour and rice flour. That's chilled water. I would be requiring that to make the batter. I have some more refined flour here to coat the vegetables and the fish. Lastly, we are going to use oil for deep frying. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to show you is how to straighten the prawns. These are deshelled, deveined prawns. You can leave the tail on if you want. You make small slits on the opposite side of the deveined part. Turn it around. Use your fingers to break the connective tissue. This will prevent the prawns from curling up while it's frying. The rest of the ingredients, just wipe or pat them dry. In case you're allergic to shellfish, a lot of people are, you can use white fish as well, like sea bass maybe, squids maybe. Now let's get on to making the batter. The thing about the tempura batter is it should not be very smooth. It needs to be a little lumpy. And always use chilled water. It's the secret that the chilled water gives it that lightness to the batter. You must be wondering, I have not added any salt, no pepper. Where will I get the taste from? There's a dipping sauce that's always served with tempura that is made with soy, mirin and stock. That dipping sauce has enough flavor to substitute for the salt that's missing in the batter. The kind of consistency this is lumpy as well. The extra bit of flour that is in the lumps gives it the extra crunch. So once this is done, that's refined flour. I'm going to use the refined flour to coat my seafood first. Also, never coat and keep, because every ingredient has its own moisture content. It will make the refined flour soggy and you would have to start all over again. Now this is called a Tempura Moriawase. Tempura Moriawase means chef style assorted tempura. So it will have both seafood and vegetables. Another thing about tempura is that while frying vegetables, the oil should be about 170 degrees, whereas for seafood it should be about 180 degrees. Now the oil is already heating. In order to check the oil, always sprinkle a little bit of batter. It's not yet hot enough. The batter should go halfway down into the oil and then come back. That's apt for the vegetables. And if it just remains on the surface, that's apt for the seafood. Yeah, I think it's good enough for the tempura now. If you're not comfortable with chopsticks, please feel free to use your bare hands. It's important to coat it with refined flour. Why? Because it helps the batter to hold on to the ingredient. This process of just swaying the ingredient in the oil, especially for prawns, it maintains the straight prawns, like helps to maintain the shape of the prawns. Other thing about tempura is it should not get a lot of color. So the moment it gets crisp, you can touch it and feel it. It's done. Take it out on a kitchen towel to soak up the excess oil that's there. You see, the consistency of the batter should be like that I can see the color of the vegetables. It should not be very pakora type. So this is how a tempura looks once it's made. We're going to plate it up. This is a very traditional tempura basket. You'll see I've put a paper underneath. That's a special paper that is served along with this dish to soak up any amount of oil that's probably there. So I'll be serving it with some grated radish. A lot of dishes that has a lot of oil content, maybe some of the oily fish when it's grilled, grated radish is always served along with it. And there is tempura suyu. Now that is made up of dashi or stock with a little amount of soy sauce and mirin to adjust the saltiness of the soy sauce. So this was tempura for you. You can enjoy it with the dipping sauce or with the flavored mayonnaise. If you like this recipe, do subscribe to India Food Network. If you have any comments, suggestions, or if you specifically want me to make any other Japanese recipe, do write in. I would love to assist. Arigatou gozaimasu!